Ladies and gentlemen, we now move into a very special session, one that highlights the incredible contributions of our airline partner, Qatar Airways, a name synonymous with excellence in aviation and unwavering support to the maritime industry. Qatar Airways has not only set the benchmark for premium travel, but has also demonstrated exceptional commitment to seafarers. Particularly during the pandemic, when they stepped up with dedicated charter flights and ensured the smooth repatriation of thousands of maritime professionals worldwide. To begin the session, I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Hiren Shahani from Qatar Airways to join us. Mr. Hiren Shahani from Qatar Airways, please come up on stage, and I will hand it over to Captain Shaukat to lead this discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, let us hear it for Mr. Hiren Shahani from Qatar Airways.
Hi, Hiren. Guys, Hiren, thanks for coming. And we were expecting Mustafa also, but due to some commitments, Mustafa couldn't come. But Hiren, we've been interacting for a long, long time, Hiren. Amazing stuff. I mean, we flew to Doha to see the cricket match, and we were watching the football final, and we were watching it live on Qatar flight. And that was like, we were sold out on that. So most of you are working with Qatar Airways in your own ways. We'll have a small interactive session where you can just talk about Qatar. And I know that, the feedback that we get from the industry, and Qatar has been working magnanimously well in the pandemic also. They made a mark, and that's the only airport in the whole world, I think, which has got a dedicated seafarers lounge. And so if I can call upon some people like Mr. Manish Pradhan, I know you are a very fond, avid flyer of Qatar. If you can just talk about it. Can we have microphones in the audience, please? Yes, microphones.
Yeah, so kudos to Qatar. I have personally been taken for a tour of the Mariners Lounge, and it's beautiful. And I went and actually spoke to some of the mariners there. They were so gaga about it. The whole setup is very nice. Only maybe if you can, just a suggestion, because you're very influential in Doha. And now with the wonderful connections, I think Doha now connects to the entire world. If you can have a kind of a green carpet system for seafarers. That means just like you have airline crew, if we can have something for ship's crew so that they don't have to queue up with the regular people, and some kind of, it is forums like this where we want to also highlight that seafarers are really important to the world. So no shipping, no shopping, that's the line, right? So how can we, give that little bit of importance more to seafarers so that younger people who are here today, they can go back and tell their people that, we get some privileges for doing this tough job.
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank Shaukat and thank the TNC team and also to the Marine Fraternity, because thank you to the people from the Marine Fraternity for patronizing us, especially during the COVID period. We are highly thankful. We worked very hard to transport seafarers across the network. In terms of the question raised by Mr. Manish Pradhan, put a microphone closer. The Mariners Lounge was basically started looking at the condition what we had during the pandemic period, where people had to stay for long transit hours of 18 hours to 24 hours. So basically, it's a dedicated Mariners Lounge. It's on a first-come, first-served basis. We have given priority to your seafarers for access. It's completely dedicated. It can sit close to around 350 to 400 people at any given point of time. And it is a full-service lounge. There's no discrimination in terms of any food and beverages or anything like that. We are always constantly innovating. So yes, your suggestions will be taken forward. We will put it forward, and we'll come back to you with that. Thanks.
Amazing. Can we have somebody else also? Maybe Captain Arun Mehta? Arun, if you can just share a few things. I know you also fly Qatar. Can we have microphones there, please? Yeah.
I think rather than me sharing an experience about what I do, I think it is about what we did as an organization and how Qatar helped us. I think is very worthwhile. We had spent a hell of a lot of money to create a dedicated corridor passing through US borders to take over a few vessels in Panama. And at that point of time, the Indian seafarers, this was during the pandemic, they used to fly through Colombo and take the connecting flight of Qatar, which used to land in Colombo.
Colombo, Doha and onwards.
Colombo, Doha and onwards. And for reasons which were best known at that point of time, it just happened that Qatar decided not to pick up transit passengers for Colombo. And I remember going all the way, and we connected with and the entire management team in Qatar was very helpful, to the extent that the Indigo charter flight from Bangalore, Manish Puri used to be the vice president for commercial. He called me up and said, "Why are you delaying our flights? Because we always fly on time." So I think we have the distinction of making sure that Indigo flew late, just because Qatar helped us ensure that we take that entire set of crew 3 times on through. So hats off to you guys of what you've done for the seafarers. I think no other airline has done this.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Hiren, I wanted to ask you something, I mean, because of, just for knowledge sake, what is the percentage of revenue that Qatar commands on shipping business? I mean, I don't want the figures, exact figures, but what is the percentage in other industries compared to other industries?
So if you see, amongst the airlines, what we do is basically we always compete with other airlines, and basically we look at the market share in terms of what are the other airlines carrying and all that. So we have a market share of 22% amongst all the airlines, which is the highest. In terms of the marine contribution of the overall industry, what you would say, so out of 100, I would say the marine contribution is close to around 12 to 13% what we have right now. Because the travel industry is, of course, bracketed to various multiple segments, just the way you have tanker vessels as well as other sorts of vessels. We have other segments of travel industry also. So anywhere between 12 to 13% is the marine revenue what contributes out of India.
And India being a very cost-centric nation, I mean, do you feel challenges are getting more business out of India? And what is the market share of Indian business from India?
So as I said, we have a 22% market share. What we have done is initially we had challenges till 2 years ago. We are flying out of 13 cities online itself. What we have done is we have tied up with Indigo on the India-Doha sectors. So that gives you enhanced seats and inventory available for your customers, for your seafarers. We have competitive pricing in place. We have the Mariners Lounge, what we have. And in terms of the initiative, what we are coming up is we have started Starlink on our aircrafts. We have started introducing Starlink on our aircrafts. We have 7 aircrafts which are equipped with Starlink. And they are going to be free for all the customers. That's the most important thing. So your seafarer has that last mile connectivity with the organization as well as with the family members. So Starlink is the way to go what we have. In terms of enhancing the new networks and the new routes what we are coming up with, there are 3 new routes what we are coming up which are specially for marine destinations, marine ports. We are coming up with Malta, that is twice a week. We are coming up with Caracas and Bogota. That's in this coming summer season, basically. So those are the 3 destinations, 3 main ports which are being serviced, which are...
Nobody will stop praising you till you continue your operations and come to the next level. Hiren, thank you so much for
Thank you very much. And please continue supporting us. And we are always there to help you out. Irrespective of what hour of the day you require our assistance, we are always there for you.
Right, and thanks to Qatar for supporting FSM. I call upon Gurleen to just present a small token of appreciation to Qatar.